Hello, and welcome back to English Without Limit. I'm your host, Julia. If you're looking to improve your English in fun and practical ways, you're in the right place. So let's get started and make learning English feel easy and natural. Today, we're exploring a list of phrases that are colorful, practical, and used all the time in daily life. Here they are. Speak clearly, run fast, drive carefully, listen closely, act quickly, work hard, move slowly, breathe deeply, think twice, wake up early. Great list, right? These were actually suggested by some of our amazing listeners. So thank you for helping shape today's episode. I'll break each one down, give examples, and share some quick tips so you can start using them with confidence. Let's kick things off with our first phrase, speak clearly. Now that already sounds super important, right? I mean, who hasn't been told at some point, speak clearly, probably by a teacher, a parent, or even a friend? Let's break it down. Speak is a verb. It's the action. And clearly is an adverb. It tells us how the action should be done. So when we say speak clearly, we mean to talk in a way that's easy to understand. No mumbling, no rushing. Just calm, confident, and clear speech. It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. When you speak clearly, people understand you better and faster. I remember during school presentations, my teacher used to say, "Julia, slow down and speak clearly. We're not in a race." And she was right. You could write the best speech ever, but if people can't hear or understand you, it doesn't really matter. Speaking clearly also helps with confidence. It tells others, "Hey, I know what I'm talking about." Even if you're nervous inside. And let's be honest, when someone speaks clearly, we're just more likely to listen. It's less effort for the listener. And that means your message gets across. Whether you're in a job interview, giving a presentation, or just ordering your lunch, speaking clearly matters. And here's the best part. It's something you can absolutely practice. Slow down. Breathe. Think before you speak. Let your words land. Imagine this. "Hey, are you ready for your debate today?" Kind of. I know what I want to say, but I always get nervous and mumble. Just take your time and speak clearly. People want to hear your ideas. They just need to understand them. Yeah, you're right. I don't need to rush. I just need to breathe and focus. Exactly. Your brain's awesome. Just let your mouth keep up with it. Back to me. Because when you speak clearly, you're not just saying words. You're sending a message. And the world needs to hear you. I like to think of your voice like a flashlight. When you speak clearly, you shine a light on your ideas. But if you mumble, it's like trying to shine that light with dying batteries. Also, let's be real. Have you ever watched someone give a speech in a whispery voice, like they're telling a bedtime story to ghosts? The audience is squinting, leaning in, wondering, are they speaking or just breathing dramatically? Here's a fun little tip to help you. Breathe, slow down, and imagine you're explaining it to your grandma on a roller coaster. If grandma can understand it while doing loop-de-loops, you've nailed it. So whether you're giving a class talk, chatting with friends, or ordering that triple chocolate smoothie thingy, speak clearly and own it. And don't worry if you mess up. We've all mumbled before. Just laugh it off and try again. Because every time you speak clearly, you're building a superpower. And someday, someone might just say, "Wow, you speak so clearly." And you'll smile and say, "Why, yes, I do. Thank you, English Without Limit." All right, next up, run fast. Now we're getting into the speed verbs. Flashbacks to gym class, anyone? I used to be that kid who suddenly needed to retie her shoelaces during the mile run. Classic move. But the phrase run fast sounds simple, and it is. But there's more to it than meets the sneakers. Let's lace up those verbs and hit the grammar track. First things first, let's break it down. Run is a verb. That's your action. Fast is an adverb. It describes how you're doing that action. So, when I say run fast, it means you're running quickly. Maybe you're chasing a bus. Maybe you're escaping a bee. Who knows? I remember once I ran fast because I thought I saw a snake. Spoiler alert, it was a stick. Yep, just a stick. Another time I ran so fast because I heard the school bell ring. And I'd left my homework in the library. Never moved so quickly in my life. See what I mean? Run fast. Just 2 words, but full of energy, emotion, and sometimes a little panic. Also, fun fact. Fast is one of those cool adverbs that doesn't end in lie. You don't say run fastly. That's not a thing, no matter how catchy it sounds. Of course, you can say run quickly, and that's totally correct too. But run fast has this superhero vibe to it. Like, zoom, off you go. I don't know about you, but cake always motivates me to run fast. I mean, priorities. So next time you hear the phrase run fast, think of it as a perfect little grammar duo. Verb plus adverb. It's punchy, it's powerful, and it's everywhere. Whether you're writing stories, playing games, or literally sprinting down a field, it works. Simple, effective, and real. Now that's a reason to run fast. Segment 2, drive carefully. Okay, let's shift gears, pun intended, and move on to our second phrase, drive carefully. This one's a classic. The action drive is the verb. Carefully is the adverb. It means to drive with attention, with caution, with care. Basically, the opposite of how my cousin plays video games. Ever seen someone flip a car in Mario Kart in under 5 seconds? Yeah, that. But in real life, drive carefully is serious business. It's what parents say. Teachers say it. Even Google Maps says it. It's not just a safety tip. It's a way of saying, I care about you. Please stay safe. And here's a little grammar gem for you. Carefully is a regular adverb. You take the adjective careful, add lie, and boom, carefully. And the funny thing is, we say drive carefully even when no cars are involved. Someone pushing a shopping cart too fast, zooming on a scooter, wheeling an office chair down a school hallway. Yep, drive carefully still applies. One time I actually said it to a friend racing down the hall in a rolling chair. That chair was doing at least 40 miles per hour. Thank you, cafeteria ice cream. So what did we learn? Drive carefully is more than just a driving tip. It's grammar in motion. Verb plus adverb, action plus intention, and it carries so much care in such few words. And hey, it doesn't just apply to cars. You can also drive carefully through life. Conversations, decisions, emotions. Take them slow, stay mindful. We might just write a book someday. Drive carefully, life lessons from the road. Would you read it? I know I would. With a highlighter. So here's your little challenge from me to you. Next time someone heads out the door, tell them, drive carefully. It's like a little hug in sentence form. Segment 3. Listen closely now. Buckle up because this next one is a personal favorite. Listen closely. Let's break it down again. Listen is the verb. It's the action of paying attention with your ears. Closely is the adverb. It tells us how to listen. And in this case, it means really, really well. It's what your mom says right before she gives you important life instructions. Listen closely. This is important. And just like that, you're all ears. Think of listen closely like a tiny spotlight for your attention. It says, "Hey, stop daydreaming about pizza. This matters." We all need to work on this, by the way. Sometimes we think we're listening, but really, we're just waiting for our turn to talk or wondering what's for dinner. Guilty. But when someone says, "Listen closely," that's the cue to shut down the mental background noise and focus, just like at a magic show. Watch closely. You don't want to miss the trick. Except here, there are no top hats or rabbits, just useful English. And it's in the little things where listen closely matters the most. When your teacher says, "The exam will cover chapters 3 to 5, and you miss the 3 to 5 part. Oops. Or someone says, "Meet me at 5. You heard 6? You're late. Listening closely saves you from awkward moments and mix-ups. And that's not just about grammar. That's life. So remember, when someone says, "Listen closely," they're not just asking for your ears. They're asking for your focus and care. And in English, adverbs like closely help you say things clearly and meaningfully. So next time you hear it, take a breath, put down your phone, and truly tune in. Because the better you listen, the better you learn. English or anything else. And honestly, it makes you a better friend, student, partner, and maybe even a pancake master. I'll let you figure that one out. Wrap up. So there you have it. Run fast when action needs speed. Drive carefully when intention meets responsibility. Listen closely when focus is everything. Bonus fun closing. Oh, and before I go, you ever had one of those moments when someone gives you directions and you pretend to listen, nod along like you totally get it, only to end up completely lost in the middle of nowhere? Yep, I've been there. A simple "listen closely" could have saved me from a 2-hour detour once. Or how about when your friends are deep in gossip mode and you're trying to catch every juicy detail? Listen closely suddenly becomes a survival skill. But here's the thing. Good listening isn't just about catching secrets or avoiding wrong turns. It's about respect. It shows you care. It builds trust. And it helps you understand people on a deeper level. So take it from me. Listen closely. You never know what gold you might catch. Now, speaking of moving fast, our next phrase is act quickly. Short, simple, but so powerful. Act is a verb. It means to do something. And quickly is an adverb. It tells us how to act. Put together, it means do something fast. Don't wait around. Like when the ice cream truck rolls down the street. You've got to act quickly before it's gone. Or your phone buzzes with a one-day sale alert. You act quickly to grab that discount before it disappears. See? Acting quickly can mean saving the day. Or saving dinner. Because, let's be honest, catching a falling slice of pizza before it hits the floor is a real-life hero moment. Sometimes in life, you only get one shot. So, act quickly before the moment slips away. All right, deep breath. Because the next phrase is all about the long game. Work hard. This one means keep going even when it's tough, even when it's boring. Because let's face it, success isn't always exciting. Sometimes it's just you, your goals, and a lot of hard work. And remember, working hard doesn't mean being perfect. Mistakes? They're part of the journey. Even the most famous athletes, artists, and creators mess up all the time before they finally make it. The difference? They keep going. Some days you'll want to binge watch your favorite show instead of studying. I've been there, But then you remind yourself, why am I working so hard in the first place? That reminder becomes your fuel. Hard work builds character, confidence, and maybe even some big muscles, especially if you're carrying heavy books around. Oh, and don't forget to celebrate your wins, big or small, even if it's just a little victory dance. Actually, especially a little victory dance. So here's the deal. Work hard, believe in yourself, and keep moving forward, especially when it's tough. And if you ever feel stuck, imagine your future self giving you a high five for not giving up. Now, ready to slow things down a bit? Move slowly. Yep, another simple phrase, but it's powerful too. Move means to change position. Slowly tells us how, gently, carefully, without rushing. Like when you're sneaking past your sleeping dog, tiptoeing like a ninja, or walking barefoot through a room full of Lego bricks. Ouch. One wrong move and... yeah, you know the pain. Moving slowly isn't just about being careful, it's also about noticing things, like a butterfly outside your window, or how good your food actually tastes when you're not just inhaling it. In life, moving slowly can mean taking time to learn, grow, and not stressing about being perfect right away. So, if you feel rushed, just tell yourself, move slowly. Take a breath. Focus. It's like hitting pause in a wild video game. Sometimes you need a second to plan your next move. And hey, when you move slowly, you actually get to enjoy the little things, like birds singing or your cat plotting world domination. Life has its own rhythm. You don't always have to race, so slow down and enjoy the show. Speaking of slowing down, breathe deeply. These two words are seriously underrated. Breathe means to take air in and out of your lungs. Deeply means to do it in a big, slow, full way. It sounds simple, but it's actually powerful. A deep breath can calm your nerves, steady your mind, and help you feel strong, especially before something big like a test or a presentation. And yes, I forget sometimes too. When I'm stressed, I catch myself taking shallow little breaths. But when I stop and breathe deeply, everything changes. It's like a reset button for your body and brain. So next time you're overwhelmed, angry, or just tired, pause. Inhale slowly. Hold it. Exhale even slower. In fact, try this. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. It's called box breathing, and it really helps. And you don't need any fancy equipment, just you and your breath. Take a few deep breaths every day. Your mind, your body, they'll thank you. All right, coming up next. Think twice, because sometimes the smartest move is the one you stop and think about first. So don't go anywhere. We've got more phrases, more stories, and more learning. All here on English Without Limit. I'm Julia, and I'll be right back. Until then, breathe deeply, move slowly, and remember, you're doing better than you think.